Robert, so entering your third NFL season, what have you learned about playing in the NFL, and what are you trying to improve on going into year three?
Um, there's a lot of things that you can pick up along the way. We had a guy, Roman Harper, come in, and he's an older guy and he's a vet. There's a lot that I learned from him. Um, you know, but the main thing I've been focusing on is focusing on myself and making sure my weight is where it needs to be. I'm moving around good, and just learning the game, and that's pretty much it.
On top of him being a vet, he's also an Alabama guy.
Exactly.
That helped y'all hit it off pretty quickly?
Oh yeah, I mean, I knew him. He came back and talked to us, me and Mark Barron, while we were at Alabama, and he helped us and gave us pointers along the way. And now that I'm here, I sit next to him in the meeting room, and he teaches me everything I need to know.
It almost feels like the All-American safety spot is just kind of reserved for an Alabama player at this point. I mean, between you, Mark Barron, Clinton Dix, Landon Collins, just this line of safeties that have come, really, I guess, probably starting with Roman. What do you make of that?
Coach Saban. Coach Saban puts a lot of pressure on us while I was there in Alabama, and he makes you the general of the defense. He makes you learn the little things that'll help you out in the NFL, and it obviously shows. I was a guy that was redshirted, spent 5 years in college, didn't really get the gist of playing safety, but once I went through the everything with Coach Saban, I learned everything. Everything came easy, and once I got to the league, again, everything was starting to come easy to me.
Is Alabama safety you?
You could say that, but then again, you got other positions that are doing well. The corner position, the linebacker position. So the running back position is extremely good. So I mean, you can say that, but you also got to say about the other positions as well.
A little bit removed from the SEC at this point, but how well does going through that gauntlet prepare you for the league?
Well, the speed definitely didn't change at all. It wasn't a big, and I'm not a fast guy, so being able to go through the SEC and deal with that type of speed, a lot of fast guys, and getting here and seeing the same type of speed, it didn't really change that much, and I was able to adjust to it pretty quickly.
So what's the biggest? The speed is the biggest difference, probably.
I would say so. Yeah, definitely. Especially for me dealing with it, because I'm a guy that's not that fast. So definitely dealing with the speed was my hardest transition.
Oh yeah, I'm not very fast either. So. What is training camp all about? I mean, when you go through this, what's the goal?
I think now that I'm not one of the younger guys, just building that team chemistry and learning to play with the other guys, and Cameron, meeting the younger guys, and just building that team chemistry, and to be able to play together, know what other guys are thinking, their tendencies, little things like that will take you a long way.
You mentioned Cameron. Obviously, there's still a little rivalry in you, I guess.
Just a little, and that's second nature. When I first got here, it was the same thing with Cam. So that's human nature, the nature of it.
All right, well, we just saw a guy ride by on one of them Segways. So when you come to training camp, what's the one thing besides your playbook that you gotta have when you come here?
The right mindset. A lot of guys bring their vehicles, but I'm not a guy that wants to. I like to be to myself and actually stay focused on what I need to do. I don't really pay attention to all the outside distractions. I walk here every day. I get a ride back because I'm exhausted by the end of the day. But I take that time, that walk, to actually focus on what I need to accomplish that day, and just stay away from any other distractions.
Joe Webb told us there's a basketball camp or a basketball tournament. Do you get involved in that?
No, not at all. I'm telling you, everything that they have, they play cards, they make jokes, they do all type of things just to make camp a lot easier. But I tighten down and I really focus on what I need to do, focus on how I need to get on the field and become a solid starter.
And finally, look at your alma mater this year. What do you expect from Bama in 2015?
I want them to go all the way, that's of course, but it's a great team. Coach Saban's definitely going to push them. They got great leaders, and I'm expecting the best of them from them. So I'm definitely looking forward for them being in the SEC championship and hopefully the national championship.
obviously you're going to have your own priorities while you're here, and obviously training for the NFL and training for your everyday Sunday grind. But will you be locked into the Alabama games this year? Will you
Oh yeah, of course. That's a definitely. Every Saturday, you know, we stay in the hotels and we watch the Saturday night game. And the only remember I got from that is when Auburn ran that kickback. But we fool around and watch the games and you know, kid with each other all the time about it. That Saturday night before our game.
You say that with such spite. What happened
Oh
in that
man,
game?
I have no idea. I didn't even bring it up to the guys back at Alabama because I could just tell how they feel about it.
At what point during that run did you think this is actually happening?
I still don't believe it happened. I can't even. I don't know. I can't even speak on it. You know, it's something that rarely happens in football, and you know, Auburn was able to pull it off.
You know what's funny about that? A lot of coaches have been preparing and training for that particular play in college football and the NFL. Have you heard about that? That guys are preparing for that?
I mean, you know, that cost Alabama a lot, and you know, to lose a game that way, you know, it's just it's hurt. It hurts. So if any coach, no coach want to go through that. So I can imagine them, you know, practicing it and not wanting it to happen.